Welcome to our Gevurah visualization. Today we are going to embark on a visualization on Miriam's well. And this is because the Sefirah of Gevurah is related to the shepherd of Yitzchak, of Isaac, and Isaac embodied Gevurah. And one of the reasons that he's associated with Gevurah is that he dug wells. He dug deep within the earth wells. And the process of digging a well is a Gevurah journey of going deeper and deeper in the ground, in the same spot, with a channeled focus and a channeled mission of going down, inwards, deep, to uncover and discover the well springs of water. So whereas his father Avraham represented chesed, and Avraham was very externally oriented, inviting people in, being generous, teaching about God, Yitzhak was on a mission of self-discovery, of going deeper inwards, not necessarily opening to the worlds, but rather going deeper within. And that's a Gevurah process. So Yitzhak dug wells, and he also redug the same wells, whereas Avraham, when he dug wells, he dug new wells. Yitzhak kept digging deeper and deeper at the same wells, which represents this having a mission and keeping all of our energy towards that mission like a laser beam. Another analogy is that chesed is like the sun, which dissipates. The energy kind of is everywhere, surrounding, but Gevurah is a laser beam, focused. So digging wells is related to Yitzchak, and Miriam is also the shepherdess connected to Gevurah. And Miriam is also associated with the well. In the desert, the Jews were traveling, and there were 3 miracles that happened in the desert. And the miracle of the water of the well was granted as a gift because of Miriam. So the Gemara says that the well was called Bria Shel Miriam, Miriam's well, and it followed the Jews in the desert wherever they went so that they could have fresh, living, restorative waters. And it's particularly because Miriam's merit was connected around water. So Miriam followed her brother Moses in the Nile, and that was by water. And also she led the woman out with tambourine and dance through the splitting of the sea. And because of that, her merit, the honor was the well of Miriam. And unfortunately, when Miriam died, the well dried up. So that really shows us how connected Miriam was to the miracle of the well. And just so you know, even though the well dried up, sources say that the well is actually now in the Kinneret. And there's a story of a man who had a skin disease. Our sages tell us that he went into the Kinneret and he happened to go over Miriam's well and it cured him. There's also a custom of drinking from wells before Shabbos to access the waters of Miriam. So there's a lot we can do to connect to this idea of a well and how powerful the image is of going deep within and uncovering living fresh waters. So let's do a little visualization practice to access our inner well. We might not always have access to fresh wells around us, but we can always bring it up in our mind's eye and take us through that journey. So let's find a comfortable seat, bringing the feet on the ground, the palms over the tops of the thighs. Let's relax the shoulders down the length of the back. Soften the muscles of the face. And pay attention to where the tip of your crown is in relation to your body. And make sure that the crown is right above the pelvis so that you're not leaning too forward or you're not slumping back, but you're really a nice long channel. Bring awareness to the body that is alive, that is breathing, that is pumping with life force, circulating blood flow, and energy pumping through your body. Just an awareness of gratitude. And whereas so much of the day we spend thinking about others and the external to-do lists and being swept away by our environment, meditation is a Gevurah practice of inward discovery. So taking a moment to glimpse at your inner world without it being in relation to anyone or anything else, but what's in your inner world today? And within your inner world, what areas of you are more stuck, more of the quality of earth, rigid, maybe solid or clogged in some way? And then what parts of you feel more like water, alive, fluid, open, easeful? Without judging or attaching a right or wrong to this, but rather just observing your inner world with open curiosity. And if we could ascend our awareness from the body, just hovering above the crown of our head. Imagine for a moment your soul is leaving your body and you're just floating, hovering right above your head, looking down at your body. So your eyes now are above the body. And we're open, we're ready to explore and dive deep into our energy systems, our inner world even more. So from this floating awareness, let's enter the body through the crown of the head. Our Keter, this is our divine will, our Ratzon, our desire. From the crown, we'll imagine ourselves descending, digging, discovering this journey down through the body. And for each of us, that may feel different. So dig deep from the crown down into your pool. We'll take a few minutes here on your own, going deeper, journeying through yourself, like you're digging the most fantastic deep well. Let's keep the eyes and mind nice and soft, the awareness open. And on the journey through this digging, we may have different discoveries as we're digging through the earth. There's all sorts of gems and treasures we may find, or we may not. It's just the process of keeping on digging, not getting sidetracked or distracted, but returning our focus to this journey, this moment. And sooner or later, we may come across our water, our well springs. The well may be in a different location for each person. For some, it may be a pool of vitality in the throat. For some, it may be in the heart or the pelvis, the womb. For some, we may even feel it and sense this pool, this well beneath the soles of the feet, on the earth beneath us. So perhaps the well is beneath the body, in the ground. Locate and explore your well, your pool of fresh vitality. Take a heightened interest in your inner well, in your inner world. Stay focused. And how rewarding it is to find a well with all of our focus, dedication, all of our strength, and our inward process. How wonderful it is to stay committed, to stay in a state of awe and wonder through this process of self-discovery. And once we've glimpsed at our inner well just this one time, it really brings us motivation to continue our dedicated, continuous, ritualistic meditation or spiritual practice. And know that sometimes in our meditation practice we'll hit the well, and other times we won't. But a Gevurah mindset is either way, we keep digging, we keep going inwards, we keep trying day after day, soul tilling work, and that is the gift that Miriam gave us. If we ever lose hope If we ever lose koach or strength, we simply have to invite in the energy of Miriam to help us. Ask for her strength, her Gevurah to guide us. Bring in her energy to support you. Our matriarch Miriam is always available for this journey, and Miriam's well is always alive and fresh and available to us whenever we need it. Stay here in your meditation for as long as you have. Don't open your eyes if you have time. Go deeper now. I'll quietly sign off. Thank you for practicing. So many blessings to you.